Have you ever played Zombie Revenge on the Sega Dreamcast? This takes place in the House of the Dead universe, but it's a 3D action beat-em-up game, kind of like Dynamite Cop. As always, I record all my own footage from a real disc copy on authentic hardware. Let's check it out and let's talk about it. I think I'd honestly consider Zombie Revenge to be one of the hidden gems of the Dreamcast library. So many of the best games on Dreamcast were originally from the arcade, so that's not unusual, but it's a game that really hasn't been talked about or celebrated as much as many of the others in the library over the years. For example, prior to collecting the Dreamcast full set for myself, I had never heard of Zombie Revenge. I'd heard of Dynamite Cop, I'd obviously played House of the Dead, I knew about Power Stone, all these arcade games I already knew and loved, like Soul Calibur and Dead or Alive 2, but I had never heard of or played Zombie Revenge, but the game's actually really fun. As I said before, the pitch is basically combining Dynamite Cop with House of the Dead and works surprisingly well. I really love this sort of 3D style arena brawler beat 'em up type of game that was really popular in arcades for a little while. Dynamite Cop and Zombie Revenge are very similar in that regard, the way that they play out, where you have a small arena where you fight enemies and then go to the next room. It's pretty quick. You can play the whole thing in probably a single sitting, especially if you play with a friend. There's lots of different game modes and things like that though, which is really neat and cool. And the game's not particularly scary or creepy. It's mostly campy, fun arcade style action, but it's a really good game. You know, this is a game that I could have seen myself playing a ton with friends back in the day had I had the game when it came out. Of course, I did not. This is my first time playing it now that I'm testing it out for myself, and I'm really happy to say that Zombie Revenge is super fun. If you've never played this game, definitely recommend checking it out for yourself. I love the art style. I love the fast-paced combat. I love all the different characters. The weird campy silliness that was so iconic for Sega back in this era. Just a really fun, solid game that doesn't get enough appreciation. Have you played Zombie Revenge for yourself? Let me know down in the comments what you think, and if there are any other games you want me to talk about, let me know.